Preston and Andrew from Heart of Jordan. You're watching the South of the String Show on YouTube. Oh yeah, brother. A baby, yoga! Yo, that's no joke on that. Ich mach nur Spaß.
Female kangaroos have 3 vaginas.
Dang, man, I'm excited.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd rub off on me.
I had to go just change my undies just now because I had a little pee-pee in there.
Out of my mind, couldn't get signed. Gonna go streaking by the bay. Load up your guns, shoot 'em for fun. Driving in jacked up Chevrolets. Furlong, snog spawns. I never won a thong before, yeah right. But now it's time to kick some ass alive. Nervous breakdowns all over town, so ruthless. If you're a punk, give us a call. Stop up the spray.
We gotta talk about it.
Are you shitting me? You're watching Flat Earth? Oh, what is happening?
It's hilarious. What up, guys?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sideshow Nate and Dan Straight here with the South of the Straight Show. Welcome on. I see we already got David Hurley.
Hello,
David Hurley.
Mr. Hurley.
What is going on, David? It is nice to see you. David is the man who has been doing all the shit downstate. He's been promoting the bands down there, Lansing bands, Ann Arbor bands, fucking just rocking it up, dude. We got to thank you, David. We hope that you come back to the music scene soon too, because we love you, dude. What you were doing for everybody down there was great.
Absolutely,
also
man.
want to welcome in. Who else do we got on? I would hope that we're getting. Let's see. Who do we have so far? It looks like it's just David who's been talking to us. That's okay though. You know what? I'm glad that we at least have David that's on. You know.
Yeah.
Want to remind everybody too that if you like this show, please give it a subscribe. You know, you got to click on that little subscribe button down in the bottom corner.
That's right,
there.
brother.
Yes. Hit subscribe. Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop.
It's right here, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Now
it's
it went over there. Please subscribe to the show and help support the Michigan music scene, dude. It's very important that we're trying to work together here. And you know what? That's the big theme of tonight's show, Dan. Is what is it like?
It's
when
working together as a
working
team.
together, brother.
Teamwork makes the dream work,
That's
dude.
right, brother. That's
No,
it's
not what we're talking
no,
about.
it is really fucking serious. Yes, it is, dude. Because
I'm just kidding.
we
We are talking about that.
Got me. Tonight on the show, at about 8 o'clock, we have Brandon Deek, the music director for the Forest Area Schools, who is going to be in the studio with us, okay?
And we're talking about real teamwork when we're talking about,
Yeah.
we talk about, we're a team. What about an actual team?
Right. Two separate teams, actually. Two separate schools coming together as one to work together
Forming like Voltron to make the ultimate team.
Or a Power Ranger, maybe. Like a Power Ranger.
Maybe people don't remember Voltron. Okay.
Mike Barnes, Big Mike, nice to see you,
What
man.
up, man?
So Brandon Deek is going to be in with us tonight.
Right.
And we're going to find out more about what he's
That's
got going on,
crazy.
dude. Yeah, it's Forest Area Schools and Glen Lake. Two schools
Right.
from, opposite spectrums of everything. The beautiful Jesse Smith as well. Nice to see you. Yeah. We have two separate schools that have come together in northern Michigan for the students, really. This is for the kids that are out there pumping doing what they love to do. We have one side that is all in band and the other side that is all in football, okay? And the reason being is Forest Area, they've got a band, they've got a marching band and all this stuff.
Right.
But yeah.
They don't have a football team.
Right. And Glen Lake
has a football team, but no marching band.
No marching band, right.
So they came together and
they came together and now they're
helped each other out.
Yeah.
Because, the band wants to play for a football team and the football team wants a band.
Damn right. Yep. And you know what? I think it's just it goes with the theme of what we've got going on here too. We're working together with the musicians to bring their music forward for the viewers. Everybody.
Are we the football team or are we the band?
Are we the football team or the band on this? What?
We're the football team that needs the bands.
We're the ones. Yes. Yeah. We're the ones that need the bands. Yeah.
Yes.
And we've got some amazing fucking bands tonight, my friends.
Right, dude.
We are going to be chatting with Preston Mayland, the lead singer for Heart of Jordan. Okay. Now Preston, not only is he's hitting every spectrum of Northern Michigan tonight, dude. Did you know this, Dan?
Is he?
Yeah. He's also on
Tell me.
Z93. Heart of Jordan is going to be featured on Z93,
Nice.
along
Our friend,
with
Pritchard.
yeah.
Ron Pritchard there.
Ron Pritchard? No. The other Z93 downstate. There's another.
Oh, yeah.
There's another Z93.
There's another Z93.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
You're thinking of the Northern Michigan one. This is the one downstate.
That's the one
okay?
I listen to because I'm a
Right.
Northern Michigan guy.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah. No, this is another
Bam.
one. Yeah, look at that shirt. It'll say it all. Boom, right there.
Right there, see the Straits?
We're south
of there.
Yeah, we're south of the Straits. We're going to be chatting with Preston tonight, who is also going to be featured. The band is also going to be featured tonight on the radio, which I think is cool. You know what?
I think spectrums is what you're saying.
Yeah, hitting every
different
spectrum.
venues.
At 8 p.m. they're going to be on, and at 8:30 we're going to be chatting with what's his nuts? Preston. Yeah, the guy that he opened the show tonight.
Nuts?
Actually, yeah. What's his nuts?
He's just gonna stop thinking about nuts. I'm Nate. Hey, dude, I don't have headphones going.
Why don't you? Did you plug them in, or I mean, it looks to me. Like
I mean, maybe my mic's not even up.
Yeah, your mic is wide open, man. You know
I
what
mean,
I
look.
see? I see two open units right down here, Dan. If you look right down here,
You're an
look
open unit.
right there.
You're an open unit, Nate.
There's supposed to be a headphone jack in there. You see that?
All right. Well,
You see these? You see these right there? You see that right there? That's where you're supposed to be.
All right.
But we're going to be getting everything rolling tonight. At about 7:15, we are going to be chatting with Nice2Strangers. Okay, Nice2Strangers is another YouTube channel, and that's something that we like to do here. Is we not only are we helping musicians, but we're helping other YouTubers too. We're all working together on this stuff, man. You know, I mean, everybody on YouTube wants to get that 1,000 subscribers and whatnot. And I figured, it was the best way to work together is to start interviewing some of these other YouTubers. So Brandon Gransberg. Can you hear yourself now? Can you?
I can. I just had to plug in directly
to plug it in
because these two jacks aren't.
Oh, they're not
jacked.
working. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. My mic is hot, dude.
Your mic is hot? It's
I'm
just
way back here with it.
Here, how about that? Is that better?
That's a little bit
yeah, I'll
better,
just turn down the
buddy.
headphones.
Put the old Bill Clinton on her, and then
It's
you
the
know, that's
headphones
the
that are
best.
hot on you, dude. It's not your mic.
Dude, I don't know, man. It was pretty loud, bro. The mic.
We are going to be chatting with what was I just talking about?
We were talking. I was putting in the mic, or the headphones. So we were talking about Preston last time. I was
Talking about Preston. Oh no, Nice2Strangers.
Nice2Strangers.
Brandon
That's right,
Granberg.
yes.
Brandon Granberg. We're going to be talking to him in about 8 minutes. 8 minutes actually. We'll be talking with Brandon.
Okay. What are we gonna ask this dude, man?
Well,
Some
you know
questions?
what, Dan? I've got something that is just fucking phenomenal that I came up with.
I'll come up with a
I
question.
think, and when you people see this, you're going to be like, bullshit, it took you that many days. No, I'm not shitting you, dude. This took me like 3 or 4 days to produce what we're about to watch tonight. Which
Really?
should not have taken that long, but it did. It took me a long time to put this together because I was just like, I was hitting every single like thing. Like I couldn't figure out how to do anything, dude. Like
You're just coming to hitting the wall.
It's the simplest freaking thing in the world, and it's just like I'm overthinking everything, and I made it more complicated than it needed to be. But we will be unveiling our parody of Zach Galifianakis's "Between Two Ferns." We will be doing Between Two Sperms tonight. Is what the
guys
the
know
bit
what we're
is.
talking about?
That's our parody of Zach Galifianakis.
Between two sperms.
Yes, between two.
And this took Nate 3 days to get right. Because he's been working on it, and I'm excited. You guys should be excited to see what this is going to look like.
Hey, wait a minute now. I just got to. Okay, we're going to.
Hey, wait a minute here. I worked for 3 days on this. What? It's not coming up now?
Okay, wait a minute now. I just got this message from my my girlfriend who is watching the show, and she said that she's not watching ever anymore. She's not watching anymore ever. That's what she says.
All right.
LOL. I'm no one to you on the show. I told you. Now wait the fucking hold on just a second, because I swear to
Dude. Did you fuck up?
No, I said we have the beautiful Jessie Smith who is tuning in right now. I
remember that.
I made that very clear. I mean, it's like, what the hell?
You got the handsome Mr. Marcus.
Yes,
in the studio.
Mr. Marcus.
But let's not change the subject, Nate.
Right, I don't know.
Back to what you were kissing. Back to kissing ass.
I was not kissing. No, I wasn't. No, I was trying. Yeah, I was trying to be nice. I mean, I was making it a point that I was being a nice person.
Well, you better be nice.
And, yeah.
Yeah. But I can attest that I did hear him say the beautiful Jesse Smith. So that is a fact,
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah.
There's no headphones for some reason, bro. Like 2 of them unplugged here.
No, it's very simple to figure out. But
we could do
when
it
it
on
comes to
pick.
Dan plugging in headphones, it's just as hard as me creating 2 sperms. So
took 3 days.
3
like,
days.
It's gonna take me at least that.
Also tonight at about 7:45, the amazingly talented Erin Zindle. This woman is she plays like every instrument you can think of. The accordion, the violin, she plays it all, dude. And these aren't the most easiest instruments to play. I mean, the violin, that's pretty darn tough. You know that for a fact yourself. Your daughter is playing the violin, right, Dan? I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world.
He doesn't know. There's 2 plugs that fell.
We're still going. Okay, let's see what's going on down
Well,
here.
see this, Mark? You can plug your headphones right into that. But
One's not plugged in.
We gotta find the male end of it. It fell down somewhere. That's all I'm saying. Just gotta pick it up and plug
This
it
is
in.
happening, folks. We're doing this. Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds. We're going to be chatting with Erin Zindle. Indie pop folk type of music that is they're blowing up, dude. They played like 50 some different venues last year or something like that. I mean, these guys, these guys are amazing.
Dude, they don't have a problem finding a venue.
No. Well, I mean, they're hitting venues like that are out of the country. I mean, there's one that's in Japan that they're going to. You know, I mean, these guys. They're just tearing it up. So it's going to be very cool to chat with them. Yeah. These guys are.
I'm excited to talk to him about it.
Mr. Marcus, how you doing, man?
Am I online?
You are online.
Hey. Look I wore my sunglasses.
You wear your sunglasses that night.
Dan always wears his, and he looks so cool, and I just wanted to be down too.
You know, that's why I wear them, bro, because they're
cool.
They're cool.
You don't.
Took all mine home.
Okay.
You got to see my beautiful eyes. That's just the way it is. What it is these guys like to cover up their eyes.
So I, had some adapters that were broken, and I needed to use one. And
is that why nothing was here?
And I did. Well, also, we used a mixer for the gig the other night. But,
yeah.
But just so you know, I mean, one of you slobby dudes spilt something. I mean, everything. I mean, it is sticky over there.
Is it?
I'm hoping you spilt like something like a sugary beverage and not like, from one of your internet videos or Dan's Naked Ecstasy page.
What?
I mean, it was
that where you just went with it? Well, brother, I got bad news for you, dude. There's DNA all over the place over there. Up one side of the wall and the next. Okay.
I was wondering, do you know what he's talking about there, Dan?
No, I
By
don't.
chance? No.
Never heard of that in my life.
I have no idea.
But
Mark.
it's all cleaned up now, right? So we're good to go.
Mark's so cool. He's got 4 shades. He's got.
You know damn well what I'm talking about.
He's got
4 shades.
You listen to me, all right? And you listen good. Talking to you.
Here, Nate.
Mark, we have a fun show planned for all of our viewers tonight. Did you care to know what it is?
You gonna hang out?
Know what it is?
Dude, I subscribe to the show. I know.
It's about time.
I know what you got going on tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell us.
I mean, you're trying to get the some small town marching band onto the Ellen show.
Yep.
That's cool. That's nice.
Speak of the devil, we've got him showing up right now. There he is. Yeah.
And you got the accordion player, accordion piano.
Yep.
Flute playing.
Violinist. Yes.
What's
Yep. What's going on, Brandon? How you doing, man? Yeah, we'll get to you in just a second, okay? Yeah. We're just we're getting everything rolling right now, everybody.
Yeah.
Right now, we have to actually contact our first guest, which Mark was getting to. Brandon Granberg.
Yeah.
Did you read about that, Mark? The YouTuber of the week.
Yeah,
that we have?
of course.
Yeah.
Did you go check out his YouTube videos?
Yes.
My dude. See, Mark, you guys can take some notes from Mark.
Yeah.
He'll tell you how to do it, man. Get on the internet. Get on the YouTube. Subscribe, bye. Did you subscribe? You did.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, I did too.
I hope to God that you subscribed. Everybody should be subscribing by now.
Yeah,
if you
man.
haven't.
That's how we roll.
If you haven't subscribed yet,
you're not my friend.
All right.
We
This
don't
is
want. We
getting
don't need to
bland.
talk anymore.
Call him.
Let's give him a call really quickly here. Let's call up Brandon Granberg. Hopefully he answers too, because I've been trying to call him for the past hour and I haven't heard anything.
He didn't
back
answer,
from him.
right?
No, he wasn't.
He's doing a
answering.
prank on you.
I hope he's not pulling.
He's
a prank
pranking.
on me.
This is a guy that's on YouTube that does prank videos. Right? You guys have all seen these prank videos.
Yeah.
So this is the dude. Oh,
Hey, there's me. He's in New York right now.
Okay,
I
good.
believe that he's got the same time as us.
Well, he's super busy.
Speaking of New York, I'm just finishing up all of Seinfeld. took it from the top recently. And I finally realized who Nate reminds me of.
Oh, yeah.
Who, Kramer?
Dude, you're a total Kramer.
Total Kramer.
You're tall but not tough. There's just some
I know he's not answering.
He doesn't get shocked by things the way Kramer does.
We got
Dan,
no answer.
Dan's
Again,
never happy
dude.
to know that he's like the George Costanza in my Seinfeld world.
I'm Costanza?
In my Seinfeld reality.
Easy there, dude.
I love that.
I thought I could be the what Nate called the soup Nazi.
The soup Nazi?
And I could be like, no soup for you. That's me. That's me.
That dude was a passionate artist. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'm
You know,
soup
and
Nazi?
when he
boyfriends.
says he's going to show up and practice making soups with somebody, he shows up and does it. You know, even when you say 5:30 tomorrow, you'll be here to 5:30 tomorrow.
Right.
Shows up. Dan could never be the soup Nazi.
No,
he's not that passionate.
That's true. How did that? Yeah,
You
'cause
don't
how did
know
that
me.
gig
I
go,
get up
Dan?
every morning. I'm up at 4:30 every morning. I'm at work.
This dude goes to work like the rest of us. Look at that.
That's right.
Get him a trophy.
But the soup Nazi, that's all he's doing too.
No, this is a passionate artist we're talking about.
Right.
He's got lines down the block. And
Well,
and he's able to tell you that, you know what, I don't like you. Don't come around for a year.
And you do.
And he kicks Elaine out, and she doesn't get no soup.
This is pissing me off.
Which gets Jerry kicked out as well, right?
We had some serious questions for this guy that we wanted to ask him. You know,
Dude, I got some major questions for you, dude.
learn about his YouTube channel because that's what it's all about. You know, and
It
we're
was
doing the YouTuber of the week. How can you be the YouTuber of the week if you're not showing up to the event?
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not even on.
We're here on YouTube right now.
If it better be a prank that he's pulling.
He's
I
a
mean,
pranker.
He is a
He's
pranker.
pranking
I mean,
you.
that's what he does.
That's why I got these questions right here.
I mean, I don't understand it. It's
Don't
Yeah.
look at my questions.
So don't take up his time slot by talking about Joker, because that movie, dude.
what did you think about it?
Did you go see Joker?
Oh, man.
Dude, that guy's got some issues, doesn't he?
Did you go see it?
No, I have. I've seen
then you-
commercials for it,
man,
but
go ahead,
I'm
check
thinking
it out, man. It was well done.
Was it?
It was
Yeah.
really well done. Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't understand like that. He didn't look like the Joker. He was it just like
Joaquin
the
Phoenix,
backstory
right?
of the
Joaquin
Joker?
Phoenix.
Is this where the Joker came from?
Yeah. Go
Okay.
check
Oh,
it
okay.
out, man.
Well,
It takes
isn't
place
that-
in about around the 70s, 80s, and it's got a good backstory to it.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess
I'm definitely going to peep it. I've been talking about wanting to go peep that movie.
I'm gonna try
also.
calling him one
But I
more
heard it's
time.
really dark. I heard it's really dark.
Yeah, it is. I mean, dude, you're dealing with somebody that's insane.
Dude, the way you just looked at me, you were so concerned. You were concerned, bro.
Well, think about some of the people we grew up with, like
You
my
were like-
next door neighbor growing up, and like the dark reality of his household. Like,
Yeah.
dude.
Dang, I don't want to say any names, but I know exactly who you're
Yeah,
talking
rest in
about.
peace. But
Yeah, absolutely.
bizarre.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Maybe bizarre things just aren't meant to, they come and go.
Sometimes they start their own podcast.
Oh wait, you're talking about me now?
No.
No, you're
okay.
a Kramer.
You're
You're a
okay.
Kramer.
I'm
I
Kramer.
could at least be like one of Elaine's boyfriends. Come on, dude.
Yeah, you're
really?
kind of a putty.
Costanza?
Putty. Yeah.
Yeah, I see
You're right.
Costanza all
You're
over
right.
the place.
You know what? The real Costanza in our life passed away a couple years ago.
Costanza! What?
Thu, man. Thu was a total Costanza.
Oh, yeah. Blew everything out of proportion. Just,
Yeah,
oh, gosh darn it. That's what I was trying to say that day. I was like, dude,
One more attempt
he
to call
was who
this
he
dude.
was,
And we're moving
All right,
on.
and then but I really want to just ask him these questions anyway. So when
I
he comes
know.
back and watches it, I'm just gonna be like, I want to know this, and I want to know that.
What's this picture of me just on there? Is that
It's a
live right
freeze
now?
up, little
Yeah,
freeze
that's
up.
live right now.
Am
Yeah.
I
On the call.
frozen or just frozen on our computer?
Yeah, it was just for a second there.
Oh. What camera am I looking at? I got two over here.
This is you.
That's you right
What's
there.
this one?
What? That
That-
one's that's the creeper cam.
That's the creeper cam.
That one just kind of
Oh.
like picks you up every now and then.
That one creeps in when you least suspect it,
All right.
brother.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You little
All
listening.
right. Well, I guess we're not going to be chatting with Mr. Brandon tonight. I set this all up.
Whoa.
I mean, called him numerous times, and we've gotten no.
Sir, you've got a fever, I think.
What the hell?
Hey,
is
can I
that?
check your forehead if you got a
I
fever?
just like the
You
angle
got
of
an
your
8 head.
cameras that you have set
Look
up
at
in
that
here.
bald
you know?
head. My God,
Dude, I forget that you ball it up. I forget it.
There's a lot of brain in there.
There is.
A lot of brain under that cranium.
All right, well,
Dude,
we
just
were
cool
we
out,
were going to
man.
chat with Brandon Granberg tonight on his about his channel, Nice2Strangers, which is a YouTube channel that is dedicated on pranking the public for the most
Right.
part. You know, it's,
Maybe he's
that's
just
what
not
all
getting the
about.
connection, bro. You know,
Well, no,
could be a
because-
technical difficulty on his side. You know, we have them all the time.
It could be. I mean, I guess, but I mean, I
Maybe
haven't.
you got a new phone.
There's numerous.
his phone broke today.
There's numerous other ways that we could be chatting, and he's not hitting up any of them. I can't.
All right. Well,
he
I just
hasn't
gave
seen
two
anything.
suggestions of
Yeah.
why he's not.
Yeah, he's just he's not there. So, well, I guess.
Hunt him down. Say, I see you're on Facebook, but
I guess he doesn't want
All
to
right.
get the interview. There you go, everybody. There's our YouTuber of the week.
rolling on.
Yeah.
Was that,
Moving forward.
That's what
moving
that
forward.
was.
Well, in-
Moving forward.
How about in other news then?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
the
give us some
studio's about to go under some renovations again.
That's
Okay,
right.
good.
And then we're also going to revamp the website and get some direct links to South of the Straits. And,
Are you really?
Yeah, of course. And
Wow.
get some better quality photos of the facility and
That's a good idea.
start
Especially after you get the new floors and all that shit down.
start
We get new floors
All right.
in
start
here.
soliciting again for the
revamp-
winter
I'm
time.
ready. I'm ready to do some of the work in here. I like getting my hands dirty
Yeah,
and laying
yeah.
floor. And I do that. I lay the crap out of floor.
You'll show up this time.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I show up every time. There's a time I didn't show up. Oh man, totally forgot. Just remembered just now.
Well, you know what? We're going to
Been
switch
2
gears then,
All right,
because we do have in the studio with us, we do have somebody who has shown up. We have this guy right here. This is Brandon Deek, who is Brandon. How you doing, man?
Not bad. How's it going?
Am I saying your name wrong?
Oh, yeah, everybody does. It's
Okay,
all
good,
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
awesome. All right,
It's
my,
actually-
my last name's Verberkmos, so I don't expect you to say
The
that right at all.
Berkmos.
Mine's Dikey, and
Dikey,
it
Dikey.
never happens right. So it's
Okay,
all
all
good.
right. So, Brandon. Oh, so, I had to leave. My phone died. I was just able to get home. Okay, so his phone died.
You need to hear yourself.
No,
Say
I
charge
don't
it
like
up.
my voice.
Say, hey, charge it up.
Okay.
Charge up your phone. We'll get
Yeah.
right back at
Okay,
you here
okay.
after a
I'm
little
calling
bit.
him now.
Okay, we're gonna call him.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay,
get
so
right
we
back
got
to
you.
you, Brandon.
You're in. You're in. No, you're in.
sit
Okay,
in, sit in,
Brandon
sit
got
in.
in a little bit too
Sit
late
in.
tonight, anyways, as it was. But
You're
we
never
are-
out.
All right,
Too early.
okay.
Yeah, we're going to be chatting with him in a little bit because we have a lot of other guests that we have on the studio tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to this,
Yeah.
but just chill out and hang out with us.
Let's see if we can do it this time. Let's see if we can get there.
We've got some questions.
The burger eating bastard.
Look at, we got him.
Brandon, are you there, man?
There he is.
Can you hear me?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. Are you on Wi-Fi or are we on your regular? What are we on there, man?
He's like, I don't know. What do
Hello,
you mean?
Brandon. Can you hear
Hold
me?
on 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Okay, I can't
Can you hear
right
me?
now. Hold on 1 second. The audio's cutting out here.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
a little fuzzy. There you go.
All right. Hey.
Let's see if we can get you up and running there, man.
Do you have headphones? I'm gonna look at. Do you have headphones, Dan? 'Cause I can't hear him. No, can't.
No, man.
Oh,
no.
you know what? Maybe he can't hear us.
You can't hear us now?
We
That's a first.
called somebody earlier and we couldn't hear
I
them.
think my audio's broken,
No.
dude.
Okay,
Oh, no.
the audio's not broken.
you
You
gotta-
should call us.
Yeah, try calling us.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I can barely.
Oh man, he
hear
just
you,
went
but-
Neo in the Matrix.
I heard you say call us, so I'm gonna try calling you now. I'll try calling you.
Okay, you try giving
Right.
us a call
You call
back,
us.
man. Yeah,
You
let's
call
see if
us.
it'll work.
Boom.
Yeah, I'd talk smack about his connection, about him being on dial-up or whatever's going on, but we all know how you
Windows
wire up
98.
your computer to this
Oh man, yeah, my
this location. So
my computer is
We're not
currently
one to
wired
talk-
in through a cord that is running out front of the studio.
yeah, he's got to run it through windows and across traffic. It's
Hello, Brandon. Can you hear us?
I don't know. I think I'm on there.
Are you on there? Let's see if we can get something working.
This is kind of a new thing, though. Every
It
time.
is kind of something new. It's something different. Yeah, Brandon,
sure
can you hear
everyone
us?
has.
Are you there with us?
All right, I can hear you now, buddy.
You can
Yeah.
hear
Okay,
us?
you can hear us.
All right.
Yes,
We
I
got
can hear you.
Brandon.
Sorry
Brent.
about that, guys.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I was wondering, though,
Yeah.
I do have to ask, are you on a Wi-Fi service right now, or what are we on? Because it's
Dial up.
is it dial-up?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm in my garage, and it's usually fine in here. Are you having trouble hearing me?
No, we can hear you. It's just the video is
Okay.
very choppy. That's all.
That's
all I'm
okay.
noticing.
That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we can still get the audio and we can see you move every now and then. So that's good enough. You know what? I figured that maybe you were just pulling a prank on us because that's what you do on your show. You're a prank show, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to try moving too.
Hey, just like randomly every 2 seconds or so, make a different funny face. And then it'll just freeze every few seconds with a different face.
Oh, shit. Did you just fall? Did you just fall down?
It was a prank. He's pranking us. He's pranking us.
Yeah.
Dude, you're pranking. You're a killer with it.
All right.
All right. Now he's in the bathroom. No. Okay.
Now I'm in the room with the Wi-Fi.
You're in the room with the Wi-Fi.
So
okay.
if it's going to be, it should be perfect now.
Okay. All right, man. Hopefully we can. Oh, now it's.
Now we lost him.
Now it's completely.
Okay, now he's back. Now he's back.
All right,
this is an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is some hard-hitting stuff for the viewers.
Okay, now this is my spot.
Off to a good start.
Okay, we're gonna get to it, man.
All right. Hey, Brandon, you know what? First and foremost, thank you for coming on with us because the way that we actually connected was through another YouTube group that's on Facebook. I had put out there that we are willing to do interviews with other YouTubers to promote their YouTube channel, and everybody kind of working together, and that seems to be the theme tonight. You know, we have in studio with us tonight. We have Brandon Dykey, who is he's the Forest Area Band coordinator, right? Is that what?
I'm a teacher.
Teacher. Okay, yeah. So we're all working together for the greater cause here tonight, my friend. Tell us about your channel if you could. Give us the who, what, where, when, why, how, and sometimes when, or
Yeah, so like, I actually started the channel 6 years ago and only did 2 months of footage, because I was all about freedom. So I wanted to start YouTube because I knew that it was going to continue to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And what I realize now is that little kids are on YouTube a lot, and it's only growing more. So I think in the next 10 years, YouTube is going to multiply to be even crazy. So that's why I'm doing YouTube. That's the why.
Okay.
And then I figured, when I was trying to figure out what kind of channel to make, I was just trying to find something that no one else did or that other people didn't want to do that was in demand. So I think the prank videos are in demand and there's not a lot of people putting them out. So I figured that's what I'll go with, and it should be, pretty easy, but it's still not easy.
Well, you hit on a good point. There's a lot of kids on YouTube watching it, so kind of that's your demographic. And what do kids like? Prank stuff,
Right.
You can do a lot of fart stuff, a lot of poop stuff. I mean, they're going to love that. That's always goes a long way with that demographic. And if those are the people that are watching the most and those are going to give you the most views, then that's what you need to go with, bro. And
right.
I like the pranks so far, though. We've been watching your videos. We think it's pretty funny what you've been, doing.
Yeah, I got in trouble with the law a couple times. I pretended to be a Walmart employee, and I was there. I pretended I had to delete this video off of YouTube, but I pretended to be an inspector for Domino's, and I went into Domino's and I started inspecting behind there and telling them that they're going to be in trouble. I was telling people they were going to be fired.
Oh my God!
I was telling one guy, I was like, "You're not fired, but you look like you smoke a lot of weed." And I don't know, and I was just messing with all the employees. And Domino's called YouTube. Domino's called YouTube and made me delete the footage.
Why? But why was it for trademark infringement because of their brand in the video?
Yeah, because then
Could you still blur out all of the Domino's branding and?
Right, and even when I tried to blur everything out, it didn't work, and they still took it. And
because really, I guess maybe that's some kind of law. You broke the law, and they're like, wait, you can't impersonate a government person that comes in to and do inspections and stuff like that.
That is a felony.
Well, you know what I found out?
You got lucky.
I found out I didn't break the law because it was the business's fault for not knowing.
Okay.
And letting me in.
Nice.
The thing is, I broke a rule though. I broke a YouTube rule. So
Gotcha.
You seeing this, dude?
Wow,
this is horrible.
Yeah, we have a very cool segment that we're going to be doing here with you in a second, Brandon. I can kind of tell that you're a guy that can take a joke, and I mean, you dish them out, you better be able to take them in, So, so what we've created. I don't know if you've ever heard of Between Two Ferns before. Have you ever heard of Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis?
Probably.
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. You would know if you heard of it.
Yeah. When you see this happen here, you're gonna be going with it, and you're gonna love this, man, because we've set something up here for you that is it's a little bit different, but at the same time it's I don't know. It's tough, you know. It's a tough one to say that you will like us still after we get done doing this. Okay, because Between Two Ferns, see what Zach Galifianakis does on the show is he brings in like actors and all this stuff that and then he basically roasts them for the most part. So
he hits him with a bunch of backhanded compliments.
Yes,
he doesn't
backhanded compliments and stuff like that.
He doesn't realize he's being a prick.
Right, yeah. So what we are going to bring you now is Between Two Sperms, because we can't, talking about the copyright things and whatnot, we've got to be careful too. So
I thought if we would have called it Between Two Nerds, it would be more appropriate. But
hold on, okay, now you can see us with our Between Two Sperms. We are the two sperms that are going to be asking you the questions here. Let's bring everybody.
Let's get right after it.
Yep, let's let everybody know as to who you are talking to. This is Brandon Grandma's Bird. Not very nice to strangers is his YouTube channel. He's not very nice to the strangers whatsoever. But we have some Grandma's Bird.
Yeah, I love that.
We have some questions for you tonight, Brandon, that we are going to ask you, if you don't mind. And we're going to go right along with them, and I hope that you can answer them properly, okay? Does that sound good? Does that sound good with you?
Here we go.
It's going to have to be good because that's the way that it rolls. Okay.
And begin.
Question number 1. You said that you're in your funny phone calls in public video to just subscribe, but don't watch the video. How did that go for you?
No, that... I didn't even know. I don't do any stats on that.
We figured that much, and that's why we asked you that question.
Yes, we figured that. You did a video called "Are You My Dad?" What's it like growing up without a dad?
It was good. I had fun without a dad because I like moms.
Really didn't have
Two
a
moms.
dad.
Two moms.
Okay, you host a YouTube prank show on YouTube. Is that because in real life you're just not funny?
I'm not yet 100%. If you look at a video, I actually dress like a girl because I'm not funny. I just have to dress like a girl.
You did dress like a girl.
You're not very mad at
it. I'm not funny, so if I dress like a girl, it's automatically funny.
Yeah, I guess so. So along those lines, how many guys did you have to ask out on a date before one actually went out with you?
None of them.
None.
I get denied a lot.
Okay. All right. How many hoes you got on deck right now?
2.5.
I
got a half in there.
Okay, there's some honesty. Yeah. I like that. What are you gonna do with your first million?
Going to buy a house.
Dislikes.
A farm and just live in the middle of nowhere.
I didn't get to finish the question. Your first million dislikes. What are you gonna do with your first million dislikes?
That should boost me up enough. Dislikes are good too, I hear.
Okay,
Sweet.
Brandon, you have 1.54 thousand subscribers on YouTube. How many of them are actually you?
1,300. 1,300. Solid.
Did you ever get anyone pregnant for a prank?
For what?
Did you ever get anyone pregnant for a prank?
Yeah. That's what I said. It was a prank. I just called it a prank.
My dude.
Okay.
How many how many ding dongs can you fit in your mouth?
Probably 4.
They're good. 4. They're chocolatey. They're yum.
That's about what I
easily
was
4.
too.
Easily 4.
That was the only questions I had. That was good rapid fire.
I have another question for you there, Brandon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to find my questions. I have so many pieces of paper to go through here. Do you have a favorite kind of whale?
Sperm.
Sperm, yeah.
Sperm. He said sperm, yes.
Okay, and this next question, this is a 3-part question. Who, what, when?
Okay. Who? Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Little kids is the what?
Oh.
Maybe like 10 years ago.
Okay. All right. You answered those absolutely correctly. I was very surprised.
That was good.
I wasn't ready for that one.
Dude, big round of
And
applause.
one more question. Your pranks are generally in public. Do you practice them with stuffed animals before you try them in public?
Just to make sure.
My dogs. I practice them on my dogs.
Dogs. God, I never thought of doing that.
Damn right. All right. Well, hey, Brandon, thank you so much. You just made it through Between Two Sperms. That was our first first inaugural Between Two Sperms. And I guarantee that the next sperms that we release are going to be definitely more harsher and brutal than that, because I thought we went pretty easy on you, really. I mean,
all right, okay, enough of the sloppy talk. Okay,
okay.
There might be people from the school that he represents, some of the students watching tonight. What are you talking to you? What do you got? Two sperms?
Like 10-year-olds, dude. Come on.
Oh my God!
We have a guy in here who's from the Forest Area Community Schools, who is the band director for the school. That we're going to be chatting with at about 8 o'clock. So, I guess we should probably PG it up a little bit.
Oh, how's it going, kids? How you guys doing?
Go ahead, let them know. Subscribe to my channel now.
Yeah, throw it out there.
This is probably lame to the kids at that school. They're like, that was the most bland thing I've ever. Yeah, so anyway, dude, thank you so much for coming on. We do enjoy the videos. We've been watching them.
Yeah.
We've been laughing, dude, watching you dressed up like a chick. You won't Shoe.
Yeah.
I'm a dancer. Shoe.
The one video that I wanted to ask you about too was the stealing phones in public. This one seemed dangerous as all shit. How did you get away with this?
We got lucky, man. That could have went bad. We got tackled. We got lucky, I think.
There was one guy I see who tried to come at you, and you like backed up, and he drops right on the ground, dude. Like, did he get all scabbed up, or what happened there?
Yeah, he had scabs, man. I felt so bad, and I asked him. I was like, "Can I use this for my video?" And he was like, "Yeah, you want me to sign a paper?" And I was like, "No, man."
Oh my God, dude! I think it's so cool. You know what? There's another guy in Traverse City, Dangerous TV. If you ever get a chance to check out Dangerous TV, that's our own local pranker who actually prankster. Yeah, he got me one time. Dan, you remember when back when I was drinking?
Oh, back when you were drinking?
Yeah,
that was probably easy to get you.
He was doing a bit where there was he was playing like really loud sex sounds in a car. And it was in public, and I jumped out of my car just like ready to go, just like
Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, it was at Walmart, dude. I mean, it was crazy, man.
Porn playing inside of a car.
Yeah, Dangerous TV. Yeah.
I follow him.
Awesome.
He followed me. I followed back.
Very cool. Yeah,
he's
awesome,
cool. He's
man.
our buddy. He's been on the show before.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But we're gonna play that video for our viewers, and you know what? Another thing that we're doing too is we're suggesting everybody to go and check out Nice2Strangers. Okay, really should check out Nice2Strangers. It's very funny stuff. Is there anything that we can be expecting in the near future? Are you going to continue doing these things?
Yeah. I'm actually having an interview with a serial killer in about 2 weeks. He's in jail.
Seriously?
Yeah, his name's Charles Cullen. He killed like at least 40 people, but up to 300.
This has nothing to do with pranks.
This isn't a prank.
Like way off the wall. He's like, no, I do serious stuff too, dude.
I'm going to Trenton State Prison, and I'm going to interview him. But pranks, maybe in about 3 or 4 months, I'm going to be collabing with some bigger prankers.
Wow. I'm going to check out that video. I mean, talking to a serial killer.
Dude, you need to prank the shit out of that guy. And when you get him, he's going to be like, you're on my list. You're on my list. You can get him good. Go in there and make dress like the chick. Make him think he's going to get a date. You know?
These statements are not endorsed by New Leonard Media or Forest Area Public Schools.
Not at all.
We're
not endorsed.
We're just sitting here right now.
Right.
That's all.
Bust this one out then.
Yep. Yeah. Don't bust that out. No. Well, thank you so much there, Brandon. Keep on going to the videos. I cannot wait to see that next video. I'm going to be watching that. I've already subscribed to you. I've rang the bell. I'm following you like crazy, man. So I hope that all of our other viewers are going to be doing the same thing. Check out Brandon's channel, Nice2Strangers. on YouTube. Subscribe to him today and watch all of his videos because they're hilarious. They're great.
Really funny, really
Thank
good
you so
stuff,
much,
man.
guys. I appreciate it. I'll definitely keep in touch.
Awesome,
Dude, thank
awesome.
you.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. Let's chat a little bit more. Share this video with your friends and all that stuff, and let them know that you were on here. You were on Between Two Sperms.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man, for sure.
Dude, thank
All
you,
right,
bro.
bud. Have a good night.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
All right,
We'll see ya. There you go, everybody. There was that's the way that it gets done right there. We do the YouTube live interviews. He was the YouTuber
everyone
of
from the
week,
Forest
and-
area public schools and stuff. You can start watching now.
Yes.
Now
yes,
you
yes,
can watch.
yeah.
We're good.
But we're
But
gonna
good luck to him, man. Oh.
yeah.
He's like,
Brandon,
what did I do
We're
here?
gonna chat with you in just a second too,
Sounds
Brandon.
good.
Okay, but
Sounds
we
good.
do have a couple other guests and we've got to chat with tonight. We have the next guest is going to be Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds from Ann Arbor. We're gonna chat with them real quick and then play one of their music videos, and then we're gonna get right into what is going on with these two teams coming together and working together for the greater cause. I think it's awesome. But right now, let's watch the Nice2Strangers inaugural video. This is the first video that they ever loaded up. It was called "Stealing People's Phones in Public," and you're gonna love this one. Check this out, watch it, and then on the other side, we're gonna be chatting with Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds.
Cell phone I could use real quick. I gotta tell my friend to meet me here. Thanks. Yo, my dude, you have a cell phone I could use real quick? Yeah, I gotta call my friend to tell him to meet me here, and I don't have my phone on me. Alright, thanks. Okay, I'm just kidding, bro. Do you have a cell phone I could borrow real quick? I gotta call my mom. Thanks, bro. I really appreciate it. Thanks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, bro. Yeah, I got. Okay, you gotta run. 7, 3, 2. Supposed to be meeting my friend here, and he hasn't showed up yet. Yeah. Sweet. Oh shit. Okay, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. So guys, do either of you have a cell phone I could use? I gotta call my friend and tell him to meet me here. Sweet. There we go. Up. Mom? Yeah, thanks. Phone I can use real quick? Oh, thanks, man.
I'll walk my bike over there, then?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll walk the bike. I'm just kidding. YouTube video. Oh no, no, bro.
Hey, that's not funny.
I'm just kidding. YouTube video. Oh no, no, bro.
Hey, that's not funny. What's that, Mom?
Oh, you're on the phone with your mom. All right. Thank you. I just typed the number in. Hey, you don't yell at me. Hey. Oh no, I'm just kidding. You got anything here that I could touch of yours that you got? Anything you own that I could touch? What's up? Nice bike. Are those your lacrosse sticks? Oh, they're girls. Is that your lacrosse stick? That's a nice stick, dude. Can I see that? Can I see it? For a second? I'll get it back. I'm not gonna prank you. Yeah, she trusts me. What's his name? What? No, we're best friends.
What's your name?
Brandon. Brandon.
There you go. That's hey, Mark, how you doing? We're on. So there you go. There was a Nice2Strangers. Their first video that they ever released. It was stealing phones from people.
Stealing phones, and the one guy's like, no. He knew that guy was gonna steal his phone.
Oh, dude,
he's like, my grandma got me that.
Yeah. And right now, Dan, we're gonna call up Erin Zindle, and then after we get done chatting with Erin, we're gonna be talking with Brandon Dykey of Forest Area Schools.
Right. Yep.
We're gonna be talking to him about the really cool thing that they've got going on between them and Glen Lake Schools. Just awesome.
And thanks, Damien, for posting that.
Yeah, for hooking us up for this, man. Yeah, that was
totally
good
cool,
looking
dude.
out, dude.
He's a good dude, man.
Yeah, Humbucker Finch is the name.
I follow him closely.
He's totally cool, man, and he's an awesome musician too. So we're gonna be talking to him in the future.
For sure,
definitely
big
cool.
time.
I've known him for a long time.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Right now, you love that sound, don't you, everybody? Ooh, that noise. Hey, Erin, how you doing? What's going on?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, hold on. Let me turn you up. There you go. I got to turn that up, turn this down. And,
Mark's just gone.
Yeah, Mark just split.
Just
said, see you later. Erin, how's things going in Ann Arbor right now?
Great.
Very cool.
Stealing phones from people. Stealing phones, and the one
My
guy's
band
like,
is downstairs recording right now.
He knew that guy was going to steal.
What am I hearing
Hold on
here?
one second. We're having a difficult.
We're having some
difficult
background
deafening.
sound. What was that? Was that your Erin Zindle? And then after we get done chatting with Erin, we're gonna. Where's that coming from?
Are you listening to the show? Is she watching it like on her television or something?
Yeah. Are you?
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
See, I'm totally messing it up right now. That's so funny.
That's okay.
That is
That's
funny.
totally fine. That's totally
good.
fine.
You're watching the show. That's really cool.
You
Thank
had me going. I'll tell you that. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm playing with every single piece of audio here, and I don't know what's happening. So Erin Zindle of the Ragbirds. You are the lead singer, violinist, accordion player. What else do you play?
What?
I'm the songwriter for the band, and that's what I feel like is my biggest role. But yeah, I play violin and lots of other instruments too. Kalimba, piano, accordion.
Accordion and piano. I mean, you do it all, man. I think that's the coolest thing in the world. Your music. I was reading through your bio a little bit. You guys recently turned into the Ragbirds, Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds. Was there a reason that happened, or I mean, it used to be just the Ragbirds, but now it's Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds. Tell us about that if you could.
Yeah, so we've been a band for about 15 years as just the Ragbirds, and we've gone through a huge change in the last year. I won't go into the details, but the fact is, there was a lot of reason for having a brand new direction. And I have a lot of brand new songs. So the band is working on new material. And we're trying to convey to the world that this is a brand new thing. It's a new sound. And it really helps to have a new name to go along with that. And it also represents me stepping up in a lot of ways. Stepping up. Own that role of being the songwriter and the leader of the band.
Right.
That's what the whole name of it spells out now, really, and you can see that you took that step, because now it's it's not just it's your name's attached to the whole thing now. You're right front and center,
Yeah.
Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds.
But it makes a huge difference.
It does make the difference.
How it feels too.
I think it sounds really good. I like the name.
Thanks.
It's got a nice.
Yeah. Well, what I like about it is like it stays with that indie pop folk type of style. I mean, that's what having Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds. Like it just kind of brings it forward. And
it keeps everybody's it keeps everybody intact too on what they were. The Ragbird. It still keeps them. It's Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds. I love that because they keep their value. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. We didn't want to lose that entirely. All that history. And my band kicks so much ass. I didn't want to just go out there and be like, hey, it's just me now. It's just Erin Zindle. Because I do play solo, but my band is amazing. And I love my band so much. So I wanted to keep that, tying that thread through from what we've already done, and also giving them the honor of being a part of that name, so it's more complex than just me.
Awesome, and you know what is really cool too? I was talking to Dan about this prior to the show. You've done like every festival on the planet now, I think it is, or something like that. Is that what you're up to right now? Like 3,000 festivals, or what is it?
Yeah, a lot of festivals. We've been at this for a long time. I've been touring in bands for 20 years. The Ragbirds have been at it for 15 years. Okay. It's the only job I've ever had.
Nice, right. Nice. And did you have a lot of like schooling in your music? Did you get taught from a young age how to play all these instruments, or are you just like a savant? You just pick them up and you're like ready to go. Like how does that work?
Yeah, I was classically trained on violin and piano.
Okay, all right. So I went through school because we have a school director, a band teacher in with us today. So I just wanted to kind of make sure that we are
made the connection.
That's good. We got the connections. Yep. Yeah. Everybody's working together up here. They are actually he's the band director for Forest Area Schools, and his marching band, all of his students have come together to work with the Glen Lake schools because Forest Area didn't have a band and. No, Forest Area had the band. Glen Lake didn't have a band. Forest Area didn't have a football team. Glen Lake had a football team. So they came together, and now they're working as a team. So I think that have you noticed like teamwork with it? Like even with your band. In the 15 years, has there been like some times where you guys are just butting heads or something like that, where it's like who's going to take charge of this? Was it when? Whoa,
not too much butting heads. I do work with my brother, and. So it's challenging in some ways. You can talk to a sibling in a different way than you would any other human being in the world, right? Because they have all this like history and inside knowledge. And TJ and I work great together musically, and so I feel really lucky to have him in the band.
That's cool.
And yeah, teamwork. I've been really collaborating a lot lately, reaching out to do a lot more co-writing sessions and just jamming with a lot of other bands. Because the Ragbirds have been going through this huge change, and we haven't had as many shows as we used to play.
Okay.
And we're geared up to do a lot more, but in the meanwhile, I've got some time. And so I've been writing a ton. I've been writing so much music and writing with a lot of other people. And that's one of my favorite things. And I don't get to do it enough. And so that's been one of the best things about this season is getting to reach out and collaborate.
And I think that's what I think is really cool is you have been collaborating. And can I drop the bomb on one of the amazing artists that you're working with? He is a native person who howls every now and then. You know what I'm talking about? Can we talk about that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been writing a whole lot of material with Alex from the Native Howl, and that's been a really kind of surprising connection that we just work so well together in our songwriting. And in some ways it might seem like we're very opposite. Like I'm very light and positive, and the Ragbirds kind of do this very upbeat thing.
Right.
And the Native Howl is a lot more dark and heavy. And but I've been a huge fan of their band for a long time, since I discovered them 3 years ago.
Us too.
And we have jammed with them a number of times, and it just so happens that kind of opposites has made for a really great collaboration. So it's been lots of fun writing songs with Alex.
I like that.
That's so cool. Can we be expecting some recordings coming out soon, or is this primarily live types of things? When can people be expecting to hear some of this stuff?
I don't know when.
Okay.
We will be recording some of this material. It's so good, and I really honestly can't wait to share it with the world.
Right.
We hope to do maybe a duo side project that we start to play and book, and we'll see how that turns out.
I just got to know what that's like, though. I mean, playing with Alex, because he is, like you were saying, very fast. It's thrash grass is what they like to call their music. It's a thrash metal mixed with bluegrass. That's two different spectrums right there. But to put them together with you, how does what is that like for you? Like how are you? How do you feel at the end of the day when you get done playing with these guys? Jamming with them.
Well, the cool thing is when you get two people that are very different together in a room to write a song together, we each bring, in an ideal situation, we each bring out different sides of each other. So hearing this, it's very much a blend of what both of us do. And so it's not just like me jamming along with the thrash grass thing. It's like, I think I bring out kind of a tender side of him as well. And so, and he kind of brings out this little bit of darker, heavier, more aggressive fiddling out of me. And so it's a really cool experience. We'll see.
All right. Well, the ragbirds.com right now is where everybody wants to be checking you out. That's the best spot to check out your music. Is there other websites as well that people can be checking this out? Tell us about that.
Yeah, everywhere you look for music, you can find the Ragbirds.
Okay.
And it's Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds now. We're recording a lot of new songs right now. We've just recorded a brand new single that we released on Friday called Curious. And that's the first single that represents the new band and the new sound.
Nice.
And then we just tonight, actually, we've spent the day today recording our next new single.
Sweet. Where are you guys recording all this stuff? Where's the big recording going on? Do you guys do it yourselves or?
Here at my house, yeah. My band's downstairs right now working on guitar parts.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's great. We're working with a producer who flew in from LA. His name is Jamie Candeloro, and he's worked with REM and Willie Nelson and a lot of big name bands and a wizard. So he brings all the gear with him, so he can pretty much record anywhere.
Yeah.
Amazing. We're in our house, and
that's got to be pretty darn exciting for you to be coming that far. You know, I mean, working with somebody who's worked with Willie Nelson. I mean, REM. That's got to be amazing. You also have some gigs that are coming up here pretty soon too. Do you want to talk about those on October 18th at the Robin Theater in Lansing? Do you want to tell the viewers about that?
Yeah, this new show that we've been working on, all this new material. It's going to be. We're playing at the Robin on October 18th, and we also have a big Halloween show at Founders on October 26th.
Nice.
Wow, that's a nice venue.
Have you been there before, Dan?
I've been in there, yeah.
Have you?
Absolutely,
Okay.
a few times.
I've never been there. I don't know. I'm so stuck up in northern Michigan.
Like
I don't even know anything.
It's like across from the Greyhound station down there, the bus station down in Grand Rapids, if you know where that big station's at. Like right across the street almost is the Founders.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's an awesome place.
So the song Curious, can you tell us about what this song is about? Because I want to play this for our viewers. And also all of our viewers, if you're checking in right now, tuning in, I see we got quite a few people that are tuning in. You have got to check out Erin and the Ragbirds. Go to the link that's down in our description after you get done watching this, okay? Don't be just dropping off right now. But after we get done talking and you get done watching this video, go down and go to their channel, subscribe to their channel, check out their music. Curious, brand new song. Tell us about this song if you can. What is this song all about? What are people going to be feeling inside when they listen to it?
It's, this is a really empowering song about facing the fear of growing older, the fear of old age and even death, and facing it bravely by realizing that every day is an opportunity to choose your own adventure and to see all the possible options that you can live, all the ways that you can change. It's so easy to get jaded and think that we can't really change sometimes, but this song is meant to send that message that even if things are really shitty in your life and you really do feel afraid of all the, the things that happen as you age, that you can just change your mind and try to see the possibilities of the good things that can happen and the possibility of changing your life. Right so I think it's a really countercultural message because our culture tells us to be afraid of aging, and it just so strongly favors youth. And I have a 6-year-old daughter, and I want to send that message out to her and to the world that we don't have to be afraid of getting older because we can face our lives and be better every day. We can always be seeking to improve. We don't have to look at it as if we're just doomed to decline.
Right on. We got Mary Woodson who's tuning in right now. She just said, "Hello, Erin. How are you doing?" I love that message. I really do because I've been on this kind of a spiritual journey ever since last June or so. My life got turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'm going to tell you how I became sober in this chair, because I ran into the back of a car, and that was like kind of my awakening at that point. I was drinking, I was driving, and I was like, wow, like I had two choices, and I knew I was at that point in my life. I was like, I'm either going to get in a wreck and possibly die, or go to jail, or I'm going to drink myself to death. Luckily, just gotten a 25 mile an hour fender bender. Very, very grateful for that. But ever since then, I've changed my life. I'm going forward. I'm glad to be back on the path that I was on prior to last year, because I was sober for a while. But it is one of those things where this adulting stuff is pretty cool. Like it's not that bad. And I think a lot of people have they get so wrapped up in the now sometimes that they get wrapped up in the negative of the now, as opposed to looking at the positive of the now. There's always there's two sides to every single spectrum in life, and I
think when you realize that, you're able to shift internal gears and think of things differently, and you can start acting differently and more accepting. And I like the fact that that's a powerful message in this song too. That you're allowed to shift these internal gears and move forward in life. So I can't wait to hear it go off. Look, I'm smashing everything all over. I need to slow down and maybe act my age a little bit there. No, I'm just kidding.
Erin Zindle, really Erin Zindle is so glad to chat with you. It's very, very, very awesome to talk with you for a few minutes here, and thank you for giving us your this amount of time that you're taking away from the band right now. You better get downstairs, go back down there, start working on your stuff. Write a masterpiece. Write a masterpiece about the South of the Straits. How about that? Cool. There you go. You got yourself. That's number one on the billboards.
Priority.
Yeah.
On the billboards too.
All right. Well, thank you, Erin, so much, and we will talk to you again. I want to. If you ever get a chance to, try to get up here to Northern Michigan. I think that your music would go over great.
We've been up north a lot, and I heard that you're from Interlaken. And the last
How
8
much
years,
did you stalk me? Oh my God! Yes, I am from Interlaken. Yeah.
I taught at the Interlaken Arts Camp for the last 8 years.
You have been.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That is so. Yeah, it's a beautiful area there.
We love the Arts Academy. Me and Nate. I'm from Interlaken as well.
Yeah.
Nate and I have known each other since first grade. We've been like best buds. And so we're still kicking it. We're what, 40 now?
40 years old. Oh my god.
But yeah, we love Interlaken. That was my first job working at Interlaken Arts Academy. I was a dishwasher when I was 13, and I got to wear the uniform. I wore the blueberry uniform, buddy. Anyway, awesome, very cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much once again, Erin. It's a pleasure to talk with you, and we're gonna play your song "Curious" right now for everybody. All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, you know what? Hey, can we this would be really cool if you could do this really quickly, because you're going to be famous someday. Could you say, wait a minute, someday, you're already famous. If you could say, hi, this is Erin Zindle, and you're of the Ragbirds, and you're watching the South of the Straits show on YouTube.
Absolutely. Hi, this is Erin Zindle of the Ragbirds, and you're watching South of the Straits on YouTube.
Yeah! All right. Thank you so much,
sweet.
Erin. That was very cool. We're going to clip
sweet.
that, and we're going to use that for an opener one of these days, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll talk to you later. We're going to play your video for everybody right now.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
She's cool, man.
She was cool.
Very cool.
She was like sitting there like, these guys are goofballs.
I know, we are goofballs, and she's like a serious,
very serious
performer, man. Serious artist. This is what she does for her job. She's done it the last 20 years.
Yeah.
It's how she earns her living.
And you're about to see her brand new video right now. Like I said earlier, you go down and you subscribe to her channel as soon as you get done watching this show tonight. All right, after you get done watching the show, we end at 9, so stick with us because we got Brandon Dykey from Fife Lake.
Forest Area
Public Schools.
I live in Fife Lake, so it works.
Okay. I was going to say, it's Fife Lake. Coming up right after this. Check this song out. Brand new song, Curious, by Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds.
Check the tempo, check the pulse. Yes, it's still beating. Check the mail, check numbers off the list. Time is fleeting. Check the attic. Where's my mind? Dearly departed. How far yet to happiness? Further still than when we started. I'm not afraid of growing older. I'm curious to see where my story goes. I'm gonna choose my own adventure. I wanna know the things that God only twist the plot. I'm a survivor. Trade the reckless ego of my youth for something wiser. So much still unexplored, so much within me. How much time do I have left? Longer if I keep believing. I'm not afraid of growing older. I'm curious to see where my story goes. I'm gonna choose my own adventure. I wanna know the things that God only When I die and the world goes on without me, would I regret the things remembered about me? And if I live to tell a good long story, I wanna grow in the light and wisdom within me. I'm not afraid of growing older. I'm curious to see where my story goes. I'm gonna choose my own adventure. I wanna know the things that God only knows. I'm not afraid of growing older. I'm curious to see where my story goes. I'm gonna choose my own adventure. I wanna know the things that God only
There you go, everybody. There's Erin Zindle's song, a brand new song for you. It's called "Curious" from their.
That was like a really well put together video as well.
Beautiful
man.
video,
Like,
beautiful
dude,
song. I mean,
really?
it's. I love the message of it too. You know, I mean, as far as like getting older, you get older. You
It
know,
is
you go
upbeat.
forward. You
It
keep
is-
on, yeah, and it's got that indie pop rock type, you know, like music. You know, folk type of stuff. You know,
I liked it.
But right now we are going to turn our attention to our guest who's been patiently waiting for the entire show practically.
Yeah, it's all good.
Brandon Dykey of Forest Area Community Schools. Brandon, thank you so much for coming in tonight. Number one, first and foremost, amazing what you guys are doing, working together with Glen Lake. Forest Area Community Schools has a band. They don't have a football team. But Glen Lake, they don't have a band, but they have a football team. They've come together. They're working together. Take us through how that happened. How did that all work?
Yeah, exactly.
Random phone call out of the middle of nowhere. Someone said Glen Lake's athletic director was trying to get a hold of me, which is not normal in the slightest for a music teacher, really.
Right.
Especially from a school an hour away.
Right.
And so we played phone tag, finally got a hold of him, and 7 and 4 came in and did a story about our high school football team having to shut down the season for safety concerns. And he had saw the story, and so he called me up and he said, "Look, man, we're trying to rebuild our band. We only have one kid in high school band right now.
Right.
It'd be great if you come in and maybe get some kids that really want to get interested in this and maybe get them going." And so that was on a Tuesday. He called me because the story went on Monday. He called me on Tuesday. That next day on Wednesday, we were out on the field for a high school rehearsal. And I pulled the kids up and I said, "Look, this is like adult 101 here. He wants us to come help his program, and it's Friday. This Friday. So we got like 3 days to put this together."
Wow! Wait a minute. You guys had to put together an entire performance in just a couple days.
I mean, we've been working on it, because we did a band camp and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right.
And I said, these are the moments where, gut check, can you drop your plans? Can you rearrange your life? Can we do this for the kids?
Adult up.
Yeah,
Right,
basically, I've got a 7th grader out there marching with our band right now. So, we're talking about like this huge disparity of ages. And so I said, put your hands up if you can do it. And, the whole band just threw their hand up in the air. So it was just like one of those moments,
A chance to perform, man.
There's a shh that was coming through. I had to mess
bit of
with
hiss.
that chord. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're
you
good,
you guys got together. You started working this thing out.
Yep.
Is this something that you're planning on doing like for eternity now, or I mean, you know what? Why don't you just start going to every single school out there that's doing this? I mean, this is
what
we have had a couple people call in and offer, hey, come on over, do a couple songs with us, because for us, the football games are a chance for us to practice and get ready, because we have the big the marching expo is coming up at Thurlby Field next Monday.
Okay.
Wow.
That's where all the marching bands are coming together to play,
Yep,
and that's our
yep.
big end of the year show sort of thing for us. So we got to get ready for that.
Yeah, huge.
And it's all about scheduling.
Yeah.
What are we available for? What can we do? And we've been in constant communication. Glen Lake and we have, so whatever can work out, maybe, but we can't make any promises to. You know how it is.
And then who knows what's going to happen with your football, the whole football team over there, where you guys have your whole program getting put together, and hopefully you guys are going to have a team, so it's like
I'm
can't
sure.
do it forever for them, and I'm sure they're going to get their band stuff figured out, so it's kind of a helping hand to help out in the meantime, and it kind of helps everybody. It's a win-win. Literally, it's a win-win situation. That's cool. I love that.
Yeah, I think it's great, dude. I mean, the number one thing that I like about it is just to see, like, when it comes to football, it's so serious, like you see these kids just beating the crap out of each other, and like, I mean, it's two schools, it's always school versus school versus school.
Sportsmanlike conduct, though.
Yes, of course, there's sportsmanlike conduct, but
it's hockey. It's hockey out here,
right? But to see the two schools coming together. That's beautiful, I mean,
that is so cool, man.
And it's being done through music. Brandon, how many years have you been the director over there? You've been working that.
Let's say it was 8th year now.
8th year, really?
8th
No
year.
kidding.
Yep.
And you're not just doing this; you're also in the band locally. I mean, your music is your life.
Yep, couple groups, and that's hard to balance,
Yeah.
Because Friday night football games and Saturday, college trips and stuff like that. So it's hard, but I try to get out when I can. Shout out to Blue Footed Booby. Those are great guys. Acoustic group, and then Stellar Association.
Nice.
Another group I play with. You should have Jack
totally.
come in on the show.
I'd love to have him come in.
Yeah,
Dude.
that'd be
Tell
awesome.
him about the show, dude.
Yeah.
'Cause I mean,
That's
the
why
more
we like
musicians,
having guests come on our show,
Yeah.
because they're like, hey, we know, we
check
know
all
this
this out.
person,
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect, man.
So
That's awesome.
when you not only have you guys done this now, this thing has gotten national attention. Everybody, this
Right,
has been
that's
on
what I was
Fox
gonna get
News,
into.
CNN. I mean, it's even now, from what I've heard, it's going. You guys are possibly getting on Ellen. Is this something
you're
that's
shooting for? Trying to do
shooting
that.
There were certainly were, and see there's a bigger picture.
Okay, yes, take us through this. Let's
So I
understand
will.
this.
See, our school, like the kids wanted to do this because our school didn't have a music program. The only, I came in and they had cut the whole music program. There was no music at all at Forest area.
Wow.
And so when I got there, ground level, I started with 8 kids. And it's just been, let's build this, let's build this, let's build this. And then we added a choir, let's build this, let's build this. Now we got elementary music back, let's build this, let's build this. And that's been the past 8 years of my life.
Wow, dude.
Wow, building for 8 years.
Yeah. And you're always climbing the mountain. You know,
Absolutely.
but
absolutely.
you know, our kids had a phenomenal year last year. You know, our high school band went to state festival, knocked it out of the park. Our choir went to state festival, knocked it out of the park. Our jazz band. I mean, it was just like the pinnacle of climbing this mountain. It should be a movie. It should literally be a movie about how you come from nothing and like the new Mr. Holland's Opus. It should be.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
So when Glenn Lake called, you know, and these kids were like, well, you know, we live this. We know what these kids are going through because that was us. You know, in our school, you know, we have instruments that are falling apart. Like I can't keep an instrument together. We don't have any money to fix them.
Right.
We, you know, everything we've got. You know, I go to Ace Buyers all the time and grab instruments left and right as I can because we need to get those things. And anybody that drops us uniforms or whatever, everything we have is hand me down. Everything. You know, music I try to grab from wherever I can. You know, we're just. You know, it's the low socioeconomic area.
Yeah.
You know, the kids don't have a lot, and so this kind of thing is so important to them. You know, just to say, look, Fife Lake's a small town. You may not have a lot, but you can still do something cool. You can still be important. You can make a great adult decision. Be responsible, and good things will happen.
Absolutely.
I love that you're making the best out of what you guys can. And like you said, it is a small school. So the funding that you guys get, it's a small scale funding because there's not a ton of students. So it doesn't cover a lot of this stuff.
No.
You know, so having people like you that are willing to go out and make it happen, get it. Like, I'm going Ace Buyers, dude. Like, someone that's actually going out there and acquiring these
I've got
things.
an account. Like, they know me. They call me when
like,
instruments come in.
We're going to give you the player's price on this, you know?
Well, I think that's absolutely beautiful, Brandon. I mean,
it's the
you know,
coolest thing ever,
and for you, see, now this has got to be like the most of a, I don't know, it's not stressful because it's a passion that you have, don't you? You know, I mean, it's,
well, yeah, I mean, music is the heart. You know,
Right.
and that's what we talk about in class all the time. You know, it's not the notes that you play, but it's how you feel and how you emote. You know, and so that's I think the biggest pictures. These kids wanted to go do this. They wanted to play music for one, and they wanted to go help these kids play music.
Right.
I mean, you can't.
I mean, you got to be so proud of these kids.
Immensely.
You know, they're the real
Immensely.
heroes here because they're like, we're just kids, but we want to do this, man. We want this so bad. And I remember being a kid and wanting something so bad and just going for it, and then having somebody, a coach or someone that was always there to like push it along. That was just the best feeling as a kid.
Yeah.
So being able to provide that experience too, that's an awesome experience, a learning experience for all of them. They get to look back on this forever. Our school went through all of this, dude. It's something that they get to own. They keep. It's their story.
Yep.
It's part of who they are, and they're making.
And that's the thing about social media is like now it's going to be there.
It's
in the
because
cloud. It's been on there and it's out there and it's
in the
always
cloud
going to be
forever
there.
now. You know, it's funny. I tell Nate all the time. I said, you know, this is kind of like our legacy we're leaving here because who knows?
YouTube.
Well, I mean, think about this. In 100 years from now, people are going to be watching, like, reading stuff on Facebook. Like, look how people talked back then.
Yeah.
Right.
They're gonna be
That's true.
laughing at us.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like your great-great-great-grandkid is going to watch this show and go, I know my great-great-great-granddad. I know him intimately. I've watched him on this show. You're in the cloud forever now, dude.
Congratulations.
We're here.
What's up there, Sonny?
So also with that, kids, comes a warning. Okay, because once you put something out, you can never take it back.
It doesn't come back.
Yes, stay in school. Keep on going forward because you don't want to end up like
Do
this.
everything right.
Yes, do everything right. That's number one. Well, Brandon, now the video that you guys recorded recently, this thing has been blowing up too. Everybody on Facebook, I think just the one day you've gotten over 10,000 views. Or something
we're getting up there,
yeah.
Wow, man.
And that was almost a no-go because Glen Lake came over to our homecoming on our Friday, and so we tried to smash this thing together. We kind of scripted it out. The choir kids were working on how to put it all together, and we ran through it, had the camera, did everything. And I take the memory card out, and there's nothing on there.
No.
Like, it's gone. And they had taken the camera, and I'm like, what is happening? So finally, about 11 o'clock at night, I downloaded this file recovery software, throw it in there, and all of a sudden I pull up the file, and I'm just like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And we threw it out at midnight. I finally got it put together, put it out at midnight.
In an hour.
Yeah. And and then boom, all day yesterday, you know, and so we're shooting great.
Yeah.
10,000 views the first day.
But like I don't know how to make it bigger. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's not my thing.
Right,
I don't know how to
right.
get it out there. I'm just telling people share, like,
That's
tag
how
Ellen.
you do it.
But,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know how to get out of,
Yeah.
like, Northern Michigan.
Right, exactly.
I don't know where to go from there.
I think that, I mean, it's word of mouth is where you start at. From there, have you had you've had the news organizations have come down yet? They've talked to you. And...
Well, the story has, not about the video, but like NPR. We
Okay.
talked to them. CNN, obviously. The New York Post talked to those guys.
None of the local acts have shown up yet.
well,
9 and 10, 7 and
he
4.
said
or-
7
We were on.
Oh, okay.
We had a news story about again being a band without a football, without
right,
high
that's
school
what
football.
sparked this whole
Right,
thing.
but we haven't had a flip back around and say this is what's going on because of this. We
Right,
haven't had
okay.
that happen, and I've thrown a few feelers out. But you know, I'd love to see, you know, these kids like they deserve something like this. You know what I mean? Like they just absolutely deserve
this.
this.
School does
And-
do. You know what these kids have gone through. It, like you said, it's a low economic area too. These kids are fighting for this tooth and nail. They want it bad, and I think it needs to get this national attention. And I think that what you guys are doing with that video to get it some more national attention is a good direction that you're going.
Well, and I think also, you know, I mean, the fact that these guys have teamed up together, they're working together for the greater cause. Listen, people, if you're watching this, for God's sakes, we're all working together for a greater cause here, okay? We're trying to get this thing noticed a little bit more. If you know somebody, if you know, you know, I mean, if you run a news agency, or if you know Ellen personally or something, or I mean anything. I mean, what do you guys think would possibly come from Ellen? You know, like I mean,
I just well, like we said, like look what kids can do. You know, everybody's got a dim view of like the millennial generation and lazy and all this stuff, but look what these kids are doing.
Right.
Like, can't we just take all that negative crap news out there right now and
Right.
just put it away for a day and put these kids out in front of the world
show
and say,
positive stuff.
this is nice, this is good, people can work together. Isn't that the big
That's
picture?
it. Yeah. Tony Bruce even says, "Dude, you made it already. You're on the South the Straight show." Ellen will only come in second at this point.
I'll be honest with you. This is my first podcast ever.
Oh, really?
Cool, this is my first time ever, so this is kind of cool. I dig this.
I mean, it's little things like this that do. These are the stepping stones. These are the pieces that you know. I mean, you take it till you get it somewhere else.
You know, exactly. If you're not getting through with the Ellen show or whatever, make another video if you have to.
Right.
One that's just a general.
Right.
We're just shooting at the breeze for anybody, and get hold of coordinators and project directors for different news organizations. Search these people out, project managers and everyone that could get you in, man. You know,
personally,
but having some people help you too that know the loop.
Ellen, if you happen to check this video out, these guys need some cash. Okay, that's something that you do. Hey,
we're not asking for hand-me-outs.
You
here,
might
no,
be saying that. That's what you're saying, dude. I'm telling you, okay. These guys need some help with their music program, okay? The music
need
program.
instruments.
Music matters.
Yeah,
They need instruments. They're going to Ace Byers, for goodness sakes. Playing hand-me-down instruments.
Right.
If she doesn't bite, we need to get the community to kick in and bite a little bit.
Yes,
because the kids
absolutely.
deserve it. Everyone that heard this story knows these
I see
kids
you
deserve
handing
it.
out $10,000 checks to people that have got 10 kids. Brandon, you got how many kids in this band?
The high school band?
Yeah.
We march just under 50.
50 kids! He's got 50 kids. He needs the damn music, and he needs the money.
Look at this
He
guy.
needs this stuff
He's
in order
fired
to
up.
get. Dude, it pisses me off.
I
It really
see you
does. I mean,
spitting on the mic and
I'm
everything.
seriously. I mean,
Well, don't get mad at her. She doesn't even know about it yet. Relax.
I'm just trying to get her fired up. I mean,
It's the producer, really,
She's
right?
not watching our show, dude.
Yeah.
All right,
She's
you're not
not.
talking to anybody.
No, but maybe it's somebody who is watching.
Good.
Maybe
Pass
they
it
can
on.
help the
And
story.
They feel that Nate's passion just got put into
Times
somebody
10.
else. They're completely, filled with your passion. They're out calling that.
I mean, we put it. I mean, it's on YouTube. We have a YouTube version of it. We have a Facebook thing going around. I know people have been Snapchatting. I don't Snapchat. I don't really understand that. But there's a Twitter version of it too. I mean, it's out there. And Ellen got tagged like the first go around when all this started breaking down. So that's where the kids really like, Ellen, we love Ellen. We love the show. We want to do that. That's awesome. Let's play for Ellen. Like how cool would that be to have a marching band
That would be cool.
on national TV playing a show?
To see you guys
Wouldn't that be
coming. You guys get. I'm already producing it in my mind. You guys are walking down the aisles. I mean, everybody's sitting there waving their flags and all this stuff. You got the tubas going. You got the trombones going. You got. I mean, they're sitting there playing
She
the
comes
trumpets.
dancing.
Yeah.
She comes in dancing
she comes in
to
dancing.
the music.
Oh,
Robert Taser says, by the way, today's generation are the greatest multitaskers in history.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a proven fact.
Well, they are like constantly jumping between like platforms and everything.
Like we couldn't even imagine this stuff. When we were
I remember
in
when
the
I
80s.
was in elementary school. David Copperthwaite, Mr. Copperthwaite. He was the
You
band.
say Copperfield.
No, not that guy.
Not Copperfield.
Chester Copperpot. Remember that guy? Goonies. Shout out.
David Copperthwaite was the music director back then. And he got us into playing music, right? I mean, I was in 5th grade. I wanted to play the tuba so bad, but we did not have a tuba available.
Yeah.
There was, that's one of those things that's just kind of difficult. And I don't even know why I wanted to play the tuba. I think it was just for the, just the big noise. I'm a 5th grade kid. But he got me into the French horn. And
that's a sweet horn.
That was an amazing. I mean, I learned how to play the French horn, like you wouldn't believe. I ended up upgrading to a B flat French horn over time. I was first chair in junior high and all that stuff. I mean, I could play Chariots of Fire on the friggin' French horn. I mean, it's like
I'm totally kicking your ass later.
Yes, I could do the ba da 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 da. Yeah, I could play that. But
Coke Hogan plays the recorder. He plays he can play
Hot
the
Cross
Titanic
Buns.
song.
Yeah.
Hot Cross Buns.
Get that Frozen book. Get that Frozen book. Start getting that going.
One.
Yeah.
But it was something like that really that was something that catapulted myself into a future of music being in my blood. Just that French horn. Even though I didn't want to play it, I was not into the French horn until I really decided, okay, I'm playing this. My parents are spending $4,000 on this thing. I'm gonna give it my all. And you got to have things like that. If you don't have those pieces of equipment, how can you get anywhere farther?
And for some of these kids, that's why they're in school.
Right.
This is their thing. They're not on a sports team. They're not with a group of kids or anything like that. The band or choir. That's why they get out of bed.
Right.
I can attest to one thing. Like, people talk about this generation, this younger generation, through this, through that, and everything like that. But I've got a 15-year-old son, a 14-year-old son, or daughter. Sorry, a 15-year-old son, a 14-year-old daughter, and this generation, they're not stupid. They're smarter than anyone could ever give them credit for. I mean, the things that they do, their drive, their passion. I had something else I was going to say. You saw that in my eyes, didn't you?
You met that mental roadblock. I saw that.
I had something huge.
Yep. You know what? I wanted to play this video for everybody, and I want to also, this is another thing, okay? Let's get some subscribers on the Forest Area channel because it's brand new. You guys just made that, didn't you?
Well, we had like I have a Google thing to share files and stuff, so we just made the YouTube thing for it and then put it on there. So
okay.
It's
you know
on
what?
there.
There's another idea. Let's start getting their YouTube channel noticed a little bit more. That would be a really big way of getting them noticed. I mean, if their YouTube channel starts blowing up, you guys start making a bunch of videos or something like that, and posting them onto YouTube. The next thing you know, this thing could turn into something really big. So I mean, hitting all of those different types of platforms, that's number one. I mean, Instagram, the YouTube, the Facebook. I mean, just going through them all. I think that's going to really propel this thing into a bigger noticing. I mean, people are going to be like, wow, let's help these kids. They're putting it all into it.
Honestly, the ones that could probably almost help the most are the kids because they know how to use these dang. Twitters and
Mine was like, hey, can you guys do this?
Exactly.
You guys take this one, you do that, because
you just gotta do this.
I don't snap Twitter or whatever it is. Like that's not me.
First podcast for him, but this is my first podcast I've ever been on as well. Like. The South of the Strange Show is the first podcast.
Oh, okay, in general, right.
I didn't know nothing about podcasts when I came on here.
I worked in radio.
We just come on and we just kind of.
Yeah, I know. Dan shows up 5 minutes before the show starts, and he's like, "Hey, okay, let's."
This is why I'm here.
Let's write things down really quickly. Who do we got on tonight?
Look at
that. Some days that's me when I get to school.
I do a little prepping.
What did we do yesterday? Okay, that's what I'm going to do today.
Right. So we're going to play the video for everybody, and we encourage you, like I said, go and subscribe to their channel after you get done watching this tonight. Okay, after you get done with the show. Show ends at 9 o'clock because we got Preston Malin from Heart of Jordan that's going to be on with us in just a few.
Very cool.
Have you heard of Heart of Jordan yet? Yeah, dude, they're freaking awesome, man. Another band that is rising right now, who's getting somewhere really quickly in the Michigan music scene. Yeah, check out this video, watch it, and go subscribe to them. The link is down in the description and down below our video right here. Gosh, can you take us through this video really quickly? Because it's one shot. That's what I thought was cool about it.
It
one shot.
It was one shot. Yep. It was just I'm gonna say my part, and then Mark was gonna say his part. And then let the kids say their part. And so it was just kind of, we got this hallway and we had some people blocking off the other hallways so none of the kids walked through. And it was just, and they had 4 minutes before they had to get back on the bus.
Oh, wow.
So it was one shot, one kill, knock it out, or it's not going to happen.
Right
so
on.
that's what this was.
That is so cool, man.
Okay,
that is great.
And it's actually pretty, you guys did it.
Yeah, no, you put it together. Okay, I gotta say, we did notice the entire time that Brandon was looking off in the corner.
Yep. I kept looking. I was like, "Do I come in now?
Yeah.
Do I come in now? What am I supposed to do here?"
When you were talking,
what's my line?
If you asked me a question, I was just gonna be like, "Yeah, sure, dude."
Look, I'm too old to memorize all my parts right now.
This is the video that they put together really fast, and the kids had 4 minutes to get on the bus. And here it is, folks.
Your magic. Be yourself.
Hold on, not that one. Let me.
Sorry, it wasn't that
those aren't
one.
the kids. What?
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull that up really quickly. I thought I had it ready.
We do a lot of shows about kids that at different schools and programs. No,
okay, Dan, can you give us set that up again?
Here's the video that we shot as fast as we could, and the kids had about 4 minutes to get on the bus when they were. I went cross-eyed. About 4 minutes to get on the bus afterwards.
I'm Brandon, and I'm the music teacher at Forest Area Schools. We've come a long way from when our...
Damn it! Hold on. Now I'm upset.
What?
I forgot to turn the things off on the screen. I don't want to have all that stuff that's planned across the bottom there. So let's get rid of that.
All right.
Here we go. Dan, can you set this up one more time?
This is the video we shot last week when we were trying to do a video for the kids.
I'm Brandon, and I'm the music teacher at Forest Area Schools. We've come a long way from when our music program was cut completely. We're still working with hand-me-down instruments and uniforms, but our kids are making a huge difference. Last year, our music groups were some of the top groups in the state of Michigan. You might have heard about us on social media about a big story that feels really good to a whole bunch of kids. We know what it's like to not have a music program, and we know what it's like to not play for varsity football games.
Hi there, I'm Mark Matson, the Athletic Director and Assistant Principal at Glen Lake Community Schools. Recently, a community member, shout out to Pete and Jenna Wessner, informed me that Forest Area was unfortunately faced with having to cancel their varsity football season this fall, and maybe it would be a nice gesture if we invited their band to one of our home football games on a Friday night. Instantly I thought, without a doubt, so the quest was on. So, I've also been starting to oversee our fine and performing arts department this fall. We currently do not have a high school marching band, but we are bound and determined to begin to build our band and rebuild our program with the middle schoolers and the upper elementary students that we have, along with one high schooler, to build our Laker Band program back up to what this Forest Area Warrior Band is about. But we also wanted to invite the Forest Area Band to our game so that we could provide an opportunity for their band to perform under the Friday night lights. Brandon and I figured that joining forces in support of each other would undoubtedly be a win for all of it involved, and wow, has it ever been. We may have talked initially, but really, it was these kids who are making a positive difference in the world.
Literally the world, because our story not only went nationwide, but it also shot out to Europe and Asia too.
So we wanted to let these awesome young adults have a chance to say hi and hopefully show everyone what teamwork and kindness are all about.
Without further ado, the kids!
Hashtag Ellen, hashtag marching for Ellen, man. Well, thank you, Brandon, so much for taking a few minutes to tell us about this stuff. And,
yeah, man.
I mean, getting this message out there a little bit farther. If you want to hang out for a few, dude, we got Preston Malin that we're calling up right now. I don't know if you've ever seen this guy, but he's a lot uglier.
I've seen him, no, but I heard definitely.
Heart of Jordan, dude.
I just said that he's a lot uglier than he sounds.
I think we need to turn this strobe light on to make full effect.
Oh, right, yeah, Dan's effects. Yeah, that's Stanley. Oh, come on, Preston. I was joking. It was just a joke. When I said he's a lot uglier than he sounds, it was just a joke, man. It wasn't a.
What's up, Preston?
What's going on, buddy? How you doing, man?
That's rude.
He is a rude dude. What up?
What's going on, buddy? It's we're hanging out here at the Newlander Media Studios right now, getting you all loaded up so that everybody can see you. Preston Malin.
I know where you guys are at.
You know where we are,
brother. You do.
Preston Malin is the lead singer of the band Heart of Jordan, band coming out of the Lansing area. That is, you know what? The whole theme of tonight's show has been teamwork, and you guys totally work with some teamwork. You got a bass player in your band that's from another band, don't you?
Speaking of teamwork,
you got the whole team on board.
We are working on the trailer right now.
Getting it done, dude.
Nice2Strangers show, everybody.
What up, bros?
Yo, man, what's happening? I don't see Alfonso there. How's he get out of doing that stuff? Oh, we lost him.
That's the bad part.
Oh, you're gonna have to stay still wherever you're at, Preston, because we're losing you. Are you still there? Oh, don't leave me, Preston.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you are. Yeah, we got you back. I think.
I'm here.
Preston, it's tonight. You're not just on the South of the Strait show. You were also on Z93 tonight, weren't you?
Nice.
Yeah, man. They played us at like 8 o'clock. It was sweet.
That is so cool, dude.
They got a new Michigan-made segment they do every Sunday at 8 o'clock.
I think that is awesome, man. You know what I really like about that is that it's so you see so many radio stations out there that are talking about like local bands and all this stuff, but you never see them playing them, dude. You know, and now you guys are getting that chance to get your music out there to a whole. I mean, all of your fans. That's like the number one thing. You remember back in the day, like when it was Frankie. Who was it? The guy from La Bamba, Dan. Do you remember the guy from La Bamba? Who was the
Richie Valens.
Rudy Tredellis. Yes, is that who it is?
No, Richie Valens.
Richie Valens.
Valentine.
Rudy Tredellis. Yeah, Valentine. You get onto the radio. That's when you know that you're finally making it big, dude. And I think that's fantastic for you guys. That's what you need.
Remember that? Yeah, man. It's like our music literally played all over the world, but when like the local station that you listen to growing up plays your shit,
Totally
just something
different.
about it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's really cool. You guys got an awesome sound, man. Anything new that you guys are working on that you think you're to be dropping soon?
Yeah, they do.
I'm trying to get into
We
it.
have our video. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. The picture keeps going in and out.
Okay.
Yep, we have. We just got done with our new music video for the song "Echoes Still Remain." We premiered at a show at the Loft this last weekend, and it should be premiering on YouTube and Facebook and all that at the end of the month, hopefully.
Very cool, man. I can't wait. Dude, you know what? I've been watching for that video because I love watching the Heart of Jordan videos. The Deaf Ears, which we're going to play for the viewers here in just a few. But before that, Deny. Dude, Preston, you get right into the character that you're playing in every single video, dude. Is that what can we be expecting from this next one?
It is actually a tie-in to our video for Deny. It's kind of a
cool.
Kind of a prequel sequel, actually.
Oh, really?
I saw
the same video.
I saw a photo somewhere of somebody with some pliers on your ears or something like that. Is that true?
Yeah. I was like, we were trying to figure out like different things, different cool shots, and I'm like, I got an idea. I'll like take out my gauge and you can shove that pair of pliers through my ear hole. And our friend Jason, who was helping us out, he didn't know if he wanted to do it. So I'm like, just give him here. So I put him through there, and he just had to hold on to the handle.
Oh my God,
goodness.
dude, that is
what
getting
would
into
the mafia do? Twist your ears off your head.
Right. Oh my gosh. Hey, the last time that you were up in northern Michigan, up in northern Michigan, it was at the Kalkaska, and we didn't get to make it out there. And I wanted to, visually tell you, I'm very, very sorry that I was not able to make it out to that gig, dude. I apologize, and I think Dan.
So sorry.
Dan,
So
you
sorry.
also
So
have
sorry.
a big apology to say because your buddy Coke Hogan didn't show up. Did you know this?
Dude, why does everyone hold me accountable for what Coke Hogan does, okay? And everybody out there listening, go check out Coke Hogan on YouTube. Check him out on Facebook. Go give him a like. Go give him a subscribe to his stuff. I can't control Coke Hogan, though, man. He had something going on. I don't know. He had laryngitis. Laryngitis, bro.
Yeah, because he was supposed to show up for the Deaf Ears video.
That's right. He ended up totally got sick. I don't know what to tell you.
Cokesters all talking about, yeah, brother, I'll be there in Lansing to do the Deaf Ears video, and then he doesn't show up.
Yeah, what's that all about, Dan?
Why are you asking me? Why don't you ask Coke Hogan, dude?
Well, he's not here right now. I guess I can.
Go after Bruce Wayne.
Yo, brother,
Go after Bruce
I
Wayne.
couldn't show up to the gig because, I didn't want to. And I was like, I'm way too cool for that. Brother!
Okay, hold on. I'll ask Coke Hogan. He's over here. I'm going to get him off camera, though. Coke Hogan, why didn't you go, man?
Yeah.
Brother had a really close Coke to me, dude. You know what I mean? And I had to put it in the ground, dude. So sorry about that. I'll catch the next show. All right, man. Sweet. Thanks, bro. So sorry about that, dude. He had a close Coke to him go, and it was a hard deal. I don't remember what happened. Okay.
You just didn't fucking go. Is what it was, dude. That's what it was. You didn't. It didn't go.
Okay. Remember PG here.
Oh yeah.
PG.
Right. Yeah, we got a band director in the show here. We gotta be
Next
careful.
video. Coke Hogan is
so.
there.
The video then that we're gonna be waiting for here. What day is that gonna be getting released on YouTube? When can everybody start checking this video out?
Yeah.
We're releasing a trailer here within a week or two or so, and then hopefully by the end of October, first week in November, we'll be releasing it.
Who's producing all these videos too? Is it the same guy who's been producing all of your music videos? Because they're all amazing, dude. I love it.
No, we've actually had 3 different people do different videos. The first one we had Josh Frollo from Midland. The second one, Deaf Ears, we had our buddy Will Moss from Hive Minds Media. They're from Tennessee, West Virginia area, I think.
Wow.
And this one was a local Lansing thing.
Gotcha.
We won it from, it was part of our prize for winning the homegrown throwdown.
Yeah, the homegrown throwdown. That was very cool.
Dude, that's awesome.
Hey, did you get to see earlier in the show? We had a segment that we did. It was called "Between Two Sperms." It was a parody of Zach Galifianakis's "Between Two Ferns." Did you get to see that?
No, I sadly missed that.
Well,
I wish I didn't.
Lucky you. It is time for you to answer the questions in Between Two Sperms, okay? And in Between Two Sperms, it brings you Dan Strait and Sideshow Nate and Dan Strait. And welcome to the broadcast. Here we are. You are now Between Two Sperms, and we are going to ask you some questions that you may or may not like.
It's so bad.
Question number 1.
Can't do it, dude.
When you got Alfonso Seville in the band, did you really like him or not?
Yeah.
Of course. Love Alfonso.
Yeah, good.
Fucking
Good. You
ball of
got that
energy.
one right.
Do you know that you're allowed to say whatever you want on this interview?
I will. I will be very uncandid.
Okay.
How many ding-dongs can you fit in your mouth? He just blocked it. He went out.
Just thinking about it.
He's thinking.
Okay, I think you can. Yes, that's absolutely right.
He's still thinking about it.
We got the sultry voice of
Listen,
Preston right
he's
now.
froze up. His thing's froze up, man.
He's singing a song to us.
He can't hear us.
I think he's going pee. Oh, there he is. Whoa, he's really fast.
I think
back.
he answered the ding-dong question.
Are you back with us? Do we got you back? Are you back? Dan wanted to know how many ho-hos can you fit in your mouth?
Ding-dongs.
Okay, just like regular chocolate ones?
Yeah. All right, next question.
Yes, just chocolate ones.
Did you ever get anybody pregnant for a prank?
What?
Did you ever get anybody pregnant as a prank?
At the what?
All right, I'm sorry about that. We had a guest on earlier, and we had to ask him a bunch of questions, but I didn't have a bunch of questions written out for you, so I'm just asking you the same questions I asked him.
Yeah.
You know. So
Okay.
did you ever get anybody pregnant as a prank before, like a prank? No.
No. Can't say I have.
What else did we have? What else did we
Here, I
ask
got
him?
one. What's your favorite kind of a whale?
Sperm, duh.
Hey, 2 for 2 tonight. We've gotten
That
on
is
the
good.
sperm whale.
Oh, I got one for him. What are you gonna do with your first million?
Shit. I don't even know.
Dislikes on YouTube. Your first million dislikes.
Are those worth money?
Get $1 for each.
Okay, here's my question for you. Your songs are always in public. You perform in the public eye. Do you practice in front of stuffed animals before you perform in public?
Yes, and they're named after each band member, and we beat them if they mess up.
Yes.
These are the worst questions in the world.
What kind of questions are these, dude?
I have no idea.
Oh, I can't even ask him the question I asked the other guy. Dude, I'm sorry, man. You know, everything went to crap tonight. Like, every time we tried to call somebody.
No, it didn't. It worked out. It was a great show.
We had a bunch of technical difficulties in the beginning.
We only had a couple technical difficulties.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad.
I love to make Nate say technical difficulties. That's all that was.
All right.
No,
Well, you know what?
dude.
We're gonna play the video because I know that you're working right now with the band and all that stuff. I don't want to take up too much more of your time there, Preston. So many Brandons tonight and Prestons. Everybody's last name ends end of Preston. Preston. I don't want to take up too much of your time tonight, buddy. But I wanted to get a backstory of
How many chocolate ho-hos do you have here in your mouth right now?
Yeah. Those would be ding dongs for Nate. He just ate the questions. We're gonna play your music, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna play your music video. But I wanted to know the backstory of Deaf Ears. Can you tell that for everybody real quick?
What's up with that?
Music video or the song in general?
The video and the song, I guess. I mean, the video is a live video that Hulk Hogan was supposed to show up at. But the song, what is the song all about?
The song is generally, we leave everything up to interpretation, but for me, when I wrote it, it's about addiction and how no matter how hard you try and no matter how many hands get held your way to try to help you out of this depression and addiction and hell, that this voice in your head is still there whispering bad stuff.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's kind of how it goes with addiction.
Yeah, for sure. No, when I was addicted, I mean, I am an addict myself. I know that for a fact. I'm an alcoholic, but I will not. It is like one of those things. It's like a hidden little voice that is in your mind all the time, saying, "Yeah, just try it real quick, one more time." You know, I mean, what's one more time gonna hurt? You know, I mean, that type of stuff.
The voice of reason.
The voice of reason is completely gone
reason.
when you're in the active addict. You know. We have some folks that are tuning in. They can't wait to see see your video here because if they haven't already, and you should be subscribing to these channels too. For gosh sakes, you need to. For golly gee sakes, you gotta go and you gotta subscribe to the Heart of Jordans. They're friggin' amazing, and I love them. And,
no, they are amazing. You guys rock, dude. I can't wait for everyone to check this video out. They're gonna love the song, probably as much as we love it. And thank you so much for giving us some of your time, man. You guys you rock so hard, dude. We're stoked to have you, man.
Hell yeah, guys! It's always fun talking to you.
I love Preston, man. He's just a. It's funny. It's always funny. It's always goofy. I don't know.
I'm glad that you enjoyed the picture that I drew you.
Yes, yeah, the picture.
Right. I'm so glad that you got the picture. Yep, we saw the picture of you holding the picture. That was really cool, man.
Wait, what?
Yeah, didn't he have a picture of him holding the picture?
That wasn't Preston.
Wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Preston.
Didn't I just talk to him about it earlier?
No, that was a different band, dude.
What other band did we have? Preston, I had I drew a picture of you, right?
Yes.
Yes, and you got the picture.
And I got the picture, and then I took a picture of me trying to look like the picture, holding the picture.
And I remember seeing the picture, so thank you for enjoying the picture that I drew you.
That's right.
Nate doesn't know what he's talking about. I've got much better memory than him. This was a picture of another band that I drew that got, when Mark said something got spilled. Mark said something got spilled over there, Nate. He was right. There's the proof.
Yeah, that was your Red Bull that you spilled all over the place.
I didn't spill it, remember?
Yeah, it was a girlfriend. Okay. Who's banned from the studio now? We got to roll Preston to you. You have a good one, man. And we're gonna talk to you again between now and then, man, for sure.
All right, guys.
All right, bro.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yep, thanks, man. Have a good night.
Deuces. Dude,
all right,
sweet.
There you go, everybody. There's Preston Mayland right there. We just bombed on that, man.
Dude, we totally ate bitsy and gravy on that, didn't we?
Should just end the show at
I think we should have,
at 8:30 every night. I don't think that we should go past 8:30.
I don't know what happened tonight. I'm super tired.
Past your bedtime.
That's it.
It is.
We're way past. I'm
40.
40 years old.
Here you go, everybody. We're going to play this song, Deaf Ears by Heart of Jordan right now. And then we're going to wrap up the show after that because it is getting to be that bewitching hour of the evening. So
that's right, guys.
Here you go. Here is Deaf Ears by Heart of Jordan. Make sure that you go and subscribe to them down below. And, closing out the show after this.
mention my name is death. And the creature inside lives inside of your mind and will torture you all till the end. It's a empty book in the sea of his life. There's a death between all those who read it will be alright. With my cigarettes in the page of the cold night. Another day of hopelessness in the destruction of her mind. Rich with an empty head of its own gratitude. With myself for so long now because of the lies I've told. Screaming bells of silence, voices fall from the walls. My demons are legend is out from me. I have lost control of it. I have returned now, bound down to me. It's nice to mention my name is death. And the creature inside lives inside of your mind and will torture you all till the end. I'll get blinded by the thoughts of angels none of you ever seen. I'm consumed by the devil's anguish, none of you surely believe. The feeling just was calling it, and by your soul sources through. Will you be crazed by the presence of heaven or the fiery bounds of hell? Know the dream it never ends and no life meant to fall. Like the candle in front of me, only time will tell till the flame is gone!
It's a dope band, man. They got a great sound.
They do, yeah. Coming out of Lansing, man. Yeah. Lansing has got some killer music coming out of it, dude. I think it's
I'm
just
telling
amazing,
you, Lansing's
dude.
blowing up, man.
They absolutely
They have
are.
been for a long time, though.
Yes, that's the end of the night, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. It was a very heartfelt music-related show, dude. I mean, everything was just...
It took Tony Bruce a minute to kind of get in here.
Yeah, we
though,
didn't
it?
see TB for a while. I was like, hey, we're missing TB. I called
Isn't
Tony
that like
Bruce.
tuberculosis?
Brucelosis.
Tuberculosis. My dude, Debussy.
Tuberculosis. Yeah, we didn't see the Bruce for a while, man, but it's good to see him.
And
come
we had
in
Mike
and,
Barnes tune in tonight.
Mike
We had
Barnes.
Jesse Smith tune in tonight.
That's right.
Dave Hurley was tuning in.
Robert Taser from the Oscoda Rock Fest.
Yep, he was tuning in. He had a lot. He chimed in. Probably there might have been other people that we.
A lot of Erin Zindle's fans were checking it out.
Oh, that's
I
true.
know that we had a lot of the kids from the Forest area schools were checking this out. And I hope that everybody
Sweet.
keeps on passing this on, because the Forest area community schools, as well as the Glen Lake community schools, they both need some help in this. Okay, we need to. I mean, just
donate
this.
your instruments to
Yeah,
them.
just donate your
You
instruments.
got
to
old
them, man.
instruments that you played when you were in 6th, 7th grade that you don't play anymore, and you
Yeah.
can pass them on.
Yeah, let's try to
them
get
fixed
these
up.
Get these kids noticed. Get these kids some sort of instruments and whatnot. This is their passion. This is their dream. This is their life. I was a band geek. Okay, hey, I was a band geek. I didn't mind.
You know what? I remember what I was going to say about the generation now. Totally remember.
Totally.
You know what's kind of cool about the younger generation that I've found out? Everyone thinks they're this or think they're that. But I noticed with, like, my son, actually, it was what was cool was being smart.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like, being really good at school and stuff.
Yeah, remember our generation, it wasn't.
Like, you know, that was cool. That's cool to him.
Yeah.
That's what's cool now?
Yeah, it is.
Like, when I was a kid, that's not what was cool.
Dude, we were screwing up.
Yeah,
we were being idiots.
How could we have ever thought that was cool?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't know.
How ridiculous! Like the kids, I think they got a little bit more together.
Yeah.
You know, we thought the stupidest stuff was cool, but they think you know getting it right is cool.
We thought things like Jackass was awesome. You know, I mean that was.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I think even the kids today can appreciate Jackass, and they know it's cool.
And some prank shows,
and they can laugh. Prank shows
like Nice2Strangers who we had on tonight.
We didn't have an outlet like
stuff.
YouTube. We didn't have a place we could go watch that. We had to create it. We had to go do pranks, and we didn't videotape it. We just did really messed up stuff to people. And we just have it locked in the old memory banks upstairs. I got my own video playing in my head movies.
So thank you so much for Brandon Dykey for coming in here tonight from Forest Area Community Schools. Man, we are pulling for you. We're going to be pushing this video, and we're going to be pushing your message out there as far as we possibly can. Also want to thank Nice2Strangers for coming on tonight and having a nice little chat with us. He was over in New York, man. I mean, he wasn't even around here at the time.
No,
that's
very cool. Thanks for getting with us, man.
Also, Erin Zindle and the Ragbirds. Thank you so much for letting us play your music video and chatting with us. I mean, you're beautiful music. It's actually the type of music that's just like, you know, like it's like it's calming. Really cool. It's like it's
a relaxed, like it's a positive vibe.
I'm a metalhead and I love that type of music. I really do. Like every now and then,
set you in the mood. Maybe if you're at work and you know you're getting your morning started, you put that in. You just like that's gonna be my vibe for the day now.
Instead of just the angry type of crap.
It doesn't always have to. Sometimes you got to slow it down and chill and jam.
Yeah.
You know.
And of course, Preston Malin from the band Heart of Jordan. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to chat with us tonight, dude. While you guys are fixing.
But when it is time to jam your head off,
Coke Hogan's gonna be there.
Heart of Jordan no. Kids, go on.
You heard it first. He's not gonna be there.
Go on Facebook, kids. Look up Coke Hogan. He drinks Coca-Cola. He's got long blonde hair, a mustache. Go check out his videos. Go to the videos. Go to the one that says 20 more, hit it, and there's a slew of videos, 30-some videos. Go check those out. We are also on YouTube. Coke Hogan's on YouTube. But he doesn't have as many videos on YouTube as he has on Facebook because I think it's just easier for Coke Hogan to load stuff up to Facebook because he doesn't know how to do anything else.
Also want to thank Great Lakes Makeup Management for helping to bring tonight's show to us, man. One of our Patreon sponsors. Yeah. It's one of our Patreon sponsors right there, and you can sponsor us too on Patreon if you would like. You can go to Great Lakes Makeup Management. It's Halloween time, okay?
You guys.
Should be trying to get your makeup done by a professional, all right?
Absolutely. And, if you got a big party coming or something like this, get a hold of Great Lakes Makeup Management. I'm telling you. That's the place to go to get it really done, to get looking right, because you don't want to disappoint.
Get your zombie run. You know the zombie runs are coming up. You want to look good for the zombie run? Contact Great Lakes Makeup Management. They're the ones that know how to do it.
Carrie Westbay's tuning in as well.
Yes, Carrie Westbay. Yes, thank you for tuning in too tonight, bud.
Awesome. We had her on last week.
Yep. All right, it is time to wrap the show up, everybody. Take care. We will talk to you between now and then. Next week we have you know who we got coming on here, Dan? Next week we got that Penman guy, Brian Penman, I think is his name. Hip hop stuff, Dan. You like that?
Buddy.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear that, bro. It's gonna be dope.
So it's gonna be a fun time next week, and we will see you all 7 p.m. next Sunday.
Thanks, guys. Have a great
night. Well, little story happened to me a while back. Had to take a number 2 stool out there. Driving down the freeway, I was. Well, there wasn't no rest stop. Yeah, I started to sweat. I was thinking, I gotta take me a dump, something first. Well, I pulled over, side of the road, ran out in the woods as far as I could get out there. Pulled my pants down my ankles, grabbed me a big old tree there, and well, I leaned my butt out, far as I could. let a big old dump out there. Well, reckon I stayed there till I was satisfied it was done. Pulled up my pants. I turned around and couldn't have been more than 20 yards. There was about an 80-year-old woman standing there looking at me. And I thought, oh my God, what did she just see with her eyes? Well, pulled out the sling blade and was attached to my belt. Had it there from earlier working on some Christmas trees. Well, I run up to her. She said, hey, mister, I seen what you done there with your bottom side. And I reckon I'm gonna tell everyone I know. So I took a sling blade. She said, what you gonna do with that? I said, I aim to kill you with it. And then I took it and swung at her. Hit her in the neck, plumb near, took her head clean off. Well, run back to the truck there. Threw up a couple times on the way out. Some biscuits, mustard I had earlier in the night. Well, that was about it. After that, the cold police come for me. Seeing as they took a DOA test of that number 2. Number 2 I left on the crime scene. They come to my house. They come to my house. They said, hey, I like you, friend. Carl, is that you in there, Sling Blade? I said, yeah. Hey, shut the hell up. They said, we got a DOA on you, Carl. I said, Lord have mercy. They found me. They put me up here at the mental hospital with Sideshow Nate and Brandon Master over here. I've been here singing songs like this ever since, telling the stories. Well, that's about it. Reckon I ain't got no reason to kill nobody no more. So y'all have a nice night. And remember, if you wait till the last minute to do everything, it'll take you about a minute to get everything done. Good night, folks.